Yeah, I find that you know what I'm saying, people that are brutish and shit, you know what I'm saying, like they have a low intelligence. Like they're not intelligent. You know what I'm saying? You come to find people that are like brash brutes, people that just like want to fight or want to physically assault somebody or steal something. You come to find that they're actually very unintelligent. You know, like people in the hood always want to brag about that shit, basically being hard and shit. And that's not just people in the hood, also. You know what I'm saying? It's anybody that acts brutish. Any feel like feels like they need to force somebody to do some shit in any type of way is an unintelligent person. You know, and you come to find that people that are unintelligent, right, like that, they end up being used by intelligent people, thinking that what they're doing is their own intentions, but they're unintelligent. So it's like you sit here and you deal with these people, and it's like, come on, man. Like you be thinking like these people are, they're dumb. Like you come to find that just sit back and watch them, and you realize they're idiots. It's a form of anxiety that when they act that way, even if they're trying to yell at you and shit, you come to find it's a form of anxiety. They feel overwhelmed and anxious in the situation because they feel like, okay, hold on, I don't know what's going on, but I feel my brain's taking a threat because they don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? They don't. There's no security there. There's no like, okay, it's going to rain. Let me bring my umbrella. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, what time is this open? All right, no problem. Let me plan ahead. They don't think like this. They don't have any strategic thinking and whatnot. They just be like, oh snap, it's gonna rain. Like, what the hell? So they have to like force situations. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what I'm saying. It's like my brother. I can't like mess with him on that level. It's just like he's too emotionally. There's not a good balance. He doesn't. It's like he doesn't use his intellect to control it. To control his to use. He doesn't use his intellect right to control his emotions. To use his emotions in a certain way to benefit him for the outcome. In other words, the ends justify the means. And that's what people don't understand. They think, okay, you soft because you don't want to fight or something like that. Sometimes fighting is not even necessary. Intelligent people know fighting is harder than actually using the brain to actually solve your problems. It's over time you come to find that that's like it takes more out of energy out of you, more resources, everything you know what I'm saying that you actually are fighting for. You know, you got to know when to do things and how to do things. It's really annoying. It's like you dealing with these people, but anyways, it's like mom's just like, come on, man, like, dude. It's like I'm not gonna be like him, bro. I was gonna straight up tell her, like, I don't know what you think is going on, but like it's not going on, you know. And I know she's not gonna listen to me. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to say. I know she's not gonna listen to me. She don't just dismiss me. You know what I'm saying? She don't just dismiss it and be like, oh well, and make excuses. Like I'm your mother. Like I'm older than you. I'm smarter than you. Just be like, explain to me how. One thing I know you can't do. You can't explain shit. That's why everything is super emotional. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're dealing with emotional people, they don't use intellect to fucking make discernment. They don't have intellect to make discernment on situations. They don't critically think. They're just critical, emotionally critical. You know what I mean? It's like when I'm at the job and shit. It's not really a fast paced job, but it's kind of a fast paced job where it's like, you know what I'm saying? You be on the assembly line in a factory. So, you know what I mean? It kind of things are moving. But like, they see that I'm like, I ain't like, I don't know, slow or something. I'm not physically slow or whatever. Like, I can do the job. But then sometimes they be like getting on my ass just to get on my ass. Like, come on, we gotta do this, we gotta do this. And you're thinking like, okay, no. You know what I mean? I've always had a problem with that. That's why I don't work fast food no more and shit like that or whatever. When I was younger and shit, That's why I quit my fast food job. I'm trying to get something else. Of course, the pay sucks too, but anyways. And it's make you shave and all types of shit. Like, nah. For $7? Hell nah. You, no, my friends. You know what I'm saying? But shit. Yeah, man. It's like ridiculous. It's like, why you like? You could tell that it's just like, okay, if you know what to do it. Why are you like freaking out? You know what I'm saying? Why are you like yelling at me? So long story short, dudes just like yelling at me like, open the bags up, and I'm opening the bags. You know, it's like, what else do you want from me? Like, I'm opening the bags. You're tripping right now. Then he gets angry. He's like, he hits the table or whatever when I haven't opened the bag for him to stuff in the product or whatever. And I'm just like, why are you getting angry, bruh? Is getting angry gonna help me open the bags? You know, it's like, what is wrong with you, man? Like, it's like not even something to get emotional over. That's a waste of energy. You know, sitting there getting angry at that shit. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Maybe we should open the bags, 10 bags, 15 bags first. Then, you know, you stuff the bags. As I open the bags, whoop de whoop. You know, this is what intelligent people do. They're strategical. You know, it's like I was freaking homeless, and it's like I didn't want to be homeless. You know what I'm saying? My mom was, and I explained to my mom like, you know, because me and my sister were talking, and it's like, oh, like homeless people are crazy. They come to my job, they steal shit. Whoopty whoop. Like this guy was trying to steal baby food, and I know why they do that shit. They steal things to sell it, and they steal things because they need it. But they only do it because they use all their money on drugs, or just stupid shit in general. So you come to find it's like there's two things going on here. Either they have a drug problem, or they don't know how to manage money. It's that plain and simple. It's that plain and simple. They don't know how to manage money. It's not even, you know, it's not even like that complicated. And people know the difference. Some people don't want to know the difference. They don't want to care because they're just kind of like, I ain't really trying to. Those people are the people that don't think anyway. So, you know, a lot of times people like that don't think. They're just in their positioning, if that makes sense. Like they don't actually think. They actually just are doers. So they're born into a situation. So they know how to do something. So they use it. So basically like that. Like if you ride the bus and you ain't no money for the bus, some bus drivers let you on because they see like, okay, this person, he really trying to go to work. He ain't got paid yet. Wooty woo. Let me help this dude out. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But some people be like, nope. You know, just because like they thinking like, oh, you're supposed to be paying the bus, and they don't get it. Like you can't. You know. And I'm not finna walk like, come on now, 10 miles just to like, you know. I mean, common sense. Anyways, though. So, yeah, like, I gotta keep my distance away from these people, bro. Because it's not just like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, but anyway, back to the story. Take a long time to tell a story. So, he just like yelling at me the whole day. Like, he doesn't explain anything. Like, he doesn't, I see why people don't like Nigerians. I'm Nigerian, my parents are Nigerian. And it's like, I realize why people like don't like, when I say don't like, it's because every time I work a job and there's a Nigerian working there, like whatever, like the people I know that work at the job, they'll like the person, like they cool, but at the same time they don't like that person. They be thinking that person's an asshole, you know. And I read online somewhere that some dude said like, oh, Nigerians like, oh, like they don't care, they are flat, they're bougie, and I was like, no, they're not. They're just like everybody else out here, man. You know what I'm saying? They full of shit. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to peep in game. Like, I always grew up thinking like, you know, oh, Nigerians, this is my culture, my people. Like, let me gravitate towards my people, learn my culture, whatever. But then, like, now I'm older, like, that shit don't even fucking matter. Like, they try to fucking phase me because they see they got the dreads, you know, the free forms, whatever. And Rastafari liberty and shit. They be thinking, like, okay, like, this dude right here, something wrong with him. He's crazy. What the whoop? Even my mom told me that. She was like, oh, you know, have they asked you like where your parents are from and shit or whatever? And I was like, yeah. I told them I don't know, and they were like, oh. My mom was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna think this boy's lost. I'm thinking like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, in what way? What are you talking about? Like just because I don't know what city you're from, You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm lost. We're in America. I don't care about that. I need United States government fiat notes to have a living. Like, I don't care about that. Like, what does that even matter to me? Like, they be trying to do that shit, and that's why I don't like. That's why personally, me, I can understand why some people don't like being black. Some people don't like being African or whatever the fuck. Like my sister don't like being African or black. You know what I'm saying? And I can see why. It's like that don't have to do nothing with reality. You know what I'm saying? You're just using that to psych people out. They use that to make it seem like they actually, uh, are cultured and they actually like care about something. But it don't necessarily mean anything about, you know, the way you carry yourself, if that makes sense, within your head. You know what I'm saying? Not physically, but your mental state of, you know what I mean? Awareness of yourself. It don't mean shit. You know? And, it's actually pretty lame because once you really like push that bullshit aside, all that superficial shit, the shit that don't, because all that shit is honestly just politics. You know, resources, hierarchy, status, and stuff and whatnot, owners of land and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It's all just the politics of humanity. And once you find that, when you push all that crap out of the way, then you find out that it's like, what type of person are you? You know what I mean? And you come to find out you are an unintelligent person, okay, that thinks that gets lost into your state of living situations. You see what I'm saying? That's what you come to find. So if you're in a bad situation, that's who you're going to be because that's who you think you are and allow yourself to be. So you realize that they're just mentally weak people. They're perpetrating like they're strong because they've been in a certain situation for a long period of time. You know? And then once you find that out, it's like, get out of my face. Like, what do you have to do with me? You know what I'm saying? Because you can bring it back into the situation of a physical situation and come to find like, okay, how are you helping me get out of the situation? You know what I'm saying? Or get, in a situation that's better than this. They're not. You know what I mean? They're really not. They're not going to help you not work anymore. They're not going to help you gain more income. They're not going to help you do anything physically. They're not going to help you, help you with a secure mind. You know what I'm saying? Like some guy at a job, he's older. He always calls me youngster, and it's like, I'm not even gonna go into that. It's just annoying after a while. This is like, come on, man, youngster. You know what I mean? Like youngster, really. And so like, he called me youngster and whatnot, and it's like, I'm sitting there like, okay, whatever, dude. Like, I'm not that young, but whatever. And you're not that old, so it's like, whatever. But yesterday he told me, he was like, yeah, bro, nobody don't give a fuck about you out here, man. Nobody don't give a fuck about you. And I'm sitting there looking like, yeah. Why do they have to give a fuck about you? Like, you got 2 arms and 2 legs, you got a head. Do whatever you need to do. Like, like, at the end of the day, who feeds you? You know what I'm saying? You pick up the food and you feed yourself. You know what I'm saying? You wipe your own ass. Like, you take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, essentially, you take care of yourself. So at the end of the day, like, why are you worried about somebody doing that for you? You know? This is what I'm talking about. This is why I say unintelligence. It's like, and then it's like, bro, I was born here. He's a lot of Africans I work with, you know what I'm saying? He's an African guy, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I was born here, bro. Like, I know this. Like, I was born on these streets. Like, I know this shit. Like, I don't need you to tell me this, like, whatsoever, you know what I'm saying? I've had my situations, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never been no gang or anything like Sistano like that, but you could say I have or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Click or whatever. Ooh, golly. I know you saw that. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, been in situations and whatnot, you know what I mean? Sold drugs, did drugs, like, you know what I'm saying? All types of stupid little, rob people. Like, a lot of dumb stuff in the past that just, like, it's just dumb. Because, like, it's not even dumb because they're illegal and all this type of whatever. it's just like, or a bad life or something like that. It's really just because you're doing it because you're in a circumstance, and that's not like the cure. You know what I mean? You're just suppressing the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're not really learning how to like deal with your problems. You're just suppressing it with bullshit. And that's probably one reason why people sit there and they focus on bullshit. You know, it's a coping mechanism to make it seem like, to basically so you can ignore the things that actually do matter. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, I'm out here trying to do this community service. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get this case off me. And it's just like, I'm just like, you know, kind of, I don't know, in a position right now where I just like, I'm trying to just, it's just getting ridiculous. You know? Like, I'm not even thinking about getting my name changed. Like, I remember back, I don't know if it was the 90s or early 2000s or whatever. Like, it was all about, like, oh, African names and black people, like, black people having ghetto names or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, something like that. Long story short, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sitting here looking like, okay, like, I'm thinking about getting my name changed. Because I tried to get this job, right? I went on ZipRecruiter. Right? I'm sitting here like, okay, I started to peep game like about everything. I don't know, it was last night, you know what I'm saying? Maybe stars aligned a certain way or something like that. But I really started to peep game. Like, I started to realize, like, no. Like, I'm not like these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say, like, I'm you know, educated and whatever, you know, all this type of stuff. But I'm like, I'm not like these people. Why am I working a job with a lot of foreign-ass people, old foreign-ass people, too? Middle-aged, as they say, like, as we, you know, saying Americans sometimes call it, you know, Nigerian Americans, whatever, coming straight off the boat. Like, why are they coming straight off the boat? And I'm sitting here, like, at the same job as them. I'm young as fuck, intelligent. Ain't no reason for me to, like, even be over here, bruh. And I started to peep game, like, the reason why I'm working this job is because I have an African ass name. My real name is Abiodun Coyote. I have an African ass name. Yoruba to be exact. And it's like, they saw my name on ZipRecruiter and attached it to that shit. Fuck my resume. Fuck my skill set. They just saw my name and decided, okay, he African. We have a whole bunch of Africans work here that are immigrants. We'll just grab this person. And that's what they did. That's what I come to find. Because I was thinking the other day, like, why am I so different sometimes? Like, I'd be thinking, like, why am I so different from, like, everybody? You know? You know, I was always wondering that shit. Like, why am I so different? And now I kind of see that I'm not different, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers just be... They don't want to, like, accept me for who I am. It's hard to explain exactly, but I get it now. It's like, they just want shit to fit what they want to fit. You know, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain that shit. But that's what I realized, like, it's just like, they see my African name, so it's like, oh, let's go push him with the Africans. Not thinking, like, okay, what is his skill set? Is he good at this job, or what could he be good for? Like, you know? It brings me to the point, this is why I don't fuck with a lot of people. Like, I don't fuck with people, like, at all, like, whatsoever. Because it's like, people are weird like that. You know? They just weird like that. They see you, you know what I mean? They take all the, it's like, that's why I said no intelligence in there. It's just like, they just throw after the mundane thing that any person can figure out. You know? My nephew's 7 years old. He knows he's black. Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like obvious shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the most obvious, mundane, regular, physical appearance. Like no type of like, and nothing. And it's like, I just know from now on, if I'm gonna be around these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna be around, I'm gonna have to just like get what I need and distance myself the fuck away from you. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no reason for me to be sitting here dealing with you. You know, there's just no reason for me to be dealing with you. I don't have because that's what you're gonna have to do with somebody around people and some people. You have to deal with them. I don't want to have to deal with you. I'm gonna go back to real life. You know what I'm saying? Not a just person just making shit up in their head as they go. You know what I mean? You know. But anyway, that's all I had to realize. It's like that's the reason I got the job. I had to put two. I'm like, all these African people in here, none of them are like me, like Nigerian Americans. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. They like fucking from the country, just came over here type shit. The lady that drives me home, you know what I'm saying, she's nice for that, but whatever. She don't even freaking speak that good English. I'm sitting in the car like just saying regular shit. I'm thinking like this bitch is dumb. And not only do they not speak good English or whatever like that, they'll drop to a lot of them are just unintelligent. Because you from Nigeria don't make you unintelligent. I met a lot of intelligent, African people, but it's like them specifically, they're unintelligent. They're emotionally unintelligent, and they're mentally unintelligent. You just realize how they're unintelligent they really are, and you realize, man, what the fuck? Like, you a dumb motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not about like doing fancy things. Like, it's about like how you handle a situation. And I see how you handle situations. You unintelligent, bro. It's that plain and simple. There's no cookie coding this. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, sugar coating this, whatever this fucking name is, or whatever. You know what I mean? There's none of that shit. Because you could just tell, man, there's just no reason for half of the shit that they be doing, man. Like, you be sitting there looking like, what the fuck? Like, I be in the car with her, no music, we on the freaking highway, no windows are rolled up. And I just said, like, yeah, so I guess we get paid Friday, right? This Friday? So, I can't wait to get my check. And then she'll just be like, what? And look at me in confusion, and I'm just like, either one, but she speaks back to me. She'd be like, I say it like 2 or 3 times, loud and pronounced. She'd be like, oh, yes, we get it on Friday. That's when we get paid and stuff like that. You'd be thinking like, either you're unintelligent or you don't speak the language. Like, I don't know, man. But I've come to find, me personally, she's unintelligent, man. Because the bitch got a phone. She has a car. I don't have a car. How you get a car? She has a job. Like, I don't know, man. It just makes me feel like I don't need to be over here. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be here that long. But I'm gonna be because that's the position I'm in. That's why it's like I'm thinking about changing my name. I'm gonna give me a white name or something like that. Something that when they see it, they be like, okay, he's intelligent. Let's push him over here where you want to be. I ain't finna lie. I'll change my name. You know what I'm saying? My family can call me that. You know what I'm saying? People that know me call me that. But I don't want to be associated with freaking Africans, bro. You know what I mean? I do not want to be associated with Africans. With niggas, black people. Nah, it's not that I don't like motherfuckers. It's just that it's like since we live in a world with such low vibratory frequencies, it's like they attach themselves to like mentally to like obvious, the most plain, obvious physical shit. You know what I mean? They don't like just look at what's going on. They just be like and most of it. That's what makes me annoyed because most of it is what they're told. It's not like they actually like found this out throughout life. They're like somebody told them like, no, this is what happens. This is how you're supposed to think, and that's the dude. They think like that, and so it's like they don't think. They don't think. You know what I'm saying? So because they don't think, it's like, what you gonna be? It's what you have to deal with physically. You know what I'm saying? In your physical realm, you'll be dealing with this type of bullshit. That's why I'm like, nah, like, I don't want to deal with this, man. I can't be dealing with this. I'm going to be on the earth, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be alive. I'm not trying to deal with this bullshit. So, I got to make certain moves to, like, get myself away from these losers. Sorry. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I say sorry because that's why I've always been in fucked up situations. Because I've always been in situations where I've been was homeless and, like, somebody helped me out. But it's because of certain circumstances. It's never, and it's not even like I'm trying to be like super spiritual or something like that or intellectual and shit. A lot of times it just has to do with just like, I mean, damn, like get a job, you know what I'm saying? Pay half the rent after you all the shit, you know what I'm saying? Your bills, save your money up for to do better things. Simple shit, like the simplest of shit. Motherfuckers can't do that shit. They get like, I don't know, retarded or something. And that's what I'm talking about, man. It's like, I can't, nah, man. I mean, a lot of backstabbers. And the funny thing I find out is that it never works out for them. It literally goes against what they're like. It's just ridiculous. Like I can tell you every single time. Like anybody that's fucked me over did it, and it resulted in something worse for themselves. And it was like, why'd you steal from me? You know what I'm saying? Or why'd you like take the money out of my, you know what I mean, out from my room and then like run off and not help me pay the rent? Now like you're freaking homeless in an unregistered car. So when you sleep in the middle of the night and the police come up to you, you're going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like for driving around in an unregistered car. Like stupid shit. Your car's getting towed. Like you chose to live a fucking shitty life. You know what I'm saying? Because of your stupidity. Like it's the bullshit I'm talking about. So me personally, I'm not messing with you. That's why I fuck with people with shit, bro. Because even on a physical level, when you just trying to like have some fun or whatever, be cordial, be nice, have a good time, motherfuckers gravitate towards the physical shit that they see and shit like that, which is an ordinary, it makes sense. But at this particular time, it don't make sense because it's so it's like it's such a low level of mundaneness. It's like okay, like they don't sit there and think about like what's actually taking place. You know what I'm saying? They don't like. It's like they don't even. It's not like they. And it's sad because if you stupid, just ask. It's like they don't even want to like learn, learn something. That's what I'm saying. Dysfunctional minds and minds and broken behaviors end up in a situation where they like to go through this cycle. The cycle is this basically, like dumb shit happens, right? Then they have the opportunity to learn, but they don't want to learn. They want somebody else to do it for them, to think for them. So they allow that shit to happen. And then they sit there and they fucking project that bullshit onto everybody else around them, the world around them. That's how they do shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a stupid, vicious cycle of stupidity. And that's why I just like I can't do that. That's literally not me. Like any situation I'm in, anything I learn from life. You know what I'm saying? Like these people don't learn from life; they just start just living. They're just animals at this point. They're not like humans. That's what separates us from the animals type shit. Like we learn and we adapt to make our living situations better. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking animals just fucking like, you know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They'll just continue doing whatever the fuck they can, you know what I mean? So, yeah. That's why you have different parts of your brain. It's like they only use the animal part of their brain. That lizard part of their brain or whatever the fuck, I don't know exactly. But you know what I'm saying? Like they don't be thinking on a higher level, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. So, yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous, man. That's why that's why in the past I've quit a lot of jobs because it's like I've been like angry. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. And you have a right to be angry. Solar plex, your ego. You know what I'm saying? That's where your ego comes from. Your solar plex. You have a soul, which means you are in the human flesh, spirit in the body, and it's basically just saying like you are a human being. That's what people say. I'm a human being. You don't treat human beings like that. AKA people like Black Lives Matter and all this bullshit. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're a human being. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they don't like treat you like that shit. And They try to always. I've heard stupid shit. Like I was working at a restaurant one time, and then like the manager told me, "Oh, if this lady, the lady cook lady, whatever, starts yelling at you or something, don't, or she says something, don't try to get disrespect, like it's disrespect or something like that." And I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, yeah, yeah, whatever. Like I understand, like you the boss, you the head chef, you're gonna tell me what to fucking do. Why would I get angry like you disrespecting me? I'm not the head chef. You are. It's like if your parents told you something and shit to teach you something, why would you get it? What is there to get angry at? Like, like what is it to get angry at? It's like that. It's like ridiculous. It's like what? You know? But then, see, through life, I found out that situations like that, nah, they're bullshitting you. They're full of shit. It's like, yes, you are disrespecting somebody. You probably are disrespecting somebody. I've learned this shit in my life. That's even right now on this job. I'm just working. But they've said to me, a lot of people quit. Like a lot of people that start working there, they immediately quit. And the work is kind of hard. It ain't too hard, but it's hard. You know what I mean? You get sweaty. You are bending over and shit like that. But it ain't like, you know, you ain't running track and field. You ain't doing, a relay race. But I come to find, like, it's like, oh, there's a reason why. And they keep on telling me this is an easy job. This is easy. This is easy. And like you come to find, no, it's not easy. And this job is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like I know this. I don't need nobody to tell me this shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm not stupid. Like, and it's like funny because like I'm only 26 years old, and these people sitting here, like literally acting like I've never worked like 10 jobs already. Like motherfucker, I've been around. I've been around town. You know what I'm saying? I've been around motherfucking town, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been around, bruh. I've been doing shit already. You know? Like, I already had like 3 kingdoms and shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit, Olympus fell 3 times for this motherfucker. No, but real talk, though, it's like, no, you're full of shit. You probably are disrespecting somebody. If somebody feels disrespected, I guarantee you probably are disrespecting them. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, bro. Especially when it comes to a social setting and shit like that. Like, nah, man. I guarantee it's not that bullshit. Don't get me wrong. Maybe they handled it fucked up, but I guarantee you fucking disrespect them. I can put that on God. Like, I can put that on anything. I put it on your mama, bro. Like, put it on everything. Like, I guarantee you probably did fuck them over. This job probably is shitty as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I just know certain shit. Like I know when somebody's a fucking faggot. You know what I'm saying? Like I can just tell that shit now. Like you know what I'm saying? Especially with me. Like I could just tell. Like nah, man. Like nah. Like why are you trying to get my attention? Like I don't got nothing for you. I got no fucking connections with you. No bond with you. I got nothing to do with you. You have no business trying to